Hey, what's up? Welcome to Left Right Out. First of all, let's start with some. Before we even talk about the end of the Republic, what is the craziness going on with the that judge in New Jersey? Her son is apparently killed, and her husband. I don't know. I haven't really kept up with it, but I just know like that story kind of fell off. Like I know her husband was in critical care there for a while, and he was an attorney himself. I think he was a prosecutor and then a defense attorney. She was a federal judge. She happened to be downstairs. The son. I mean, I haven't really got a whole lot of details on it besides the fact that it's like they found some guy that apparently shot himself. Last I heard, it was he shot himself in the head. Found and he had some files dealing with him. That stinks to high heaven. And I don't know if it's tied to with the Epstein thing or something else, but that's something definitely to look into if you're into the not even I don't even say conspiracy theory as a derogatory term anymore. Like it's a legitimate conspiracy. Whatever goes on, it reminds you of like a mafia style hit. It's pretty crazy. Then the Ghislaine Maxwell thing. I think that memers there have actually stopped her from being killed by now. I'm assuming. I don't really know, but are we really going to get any justice through there? Are we really going to get any information? Who knows? To me, the whole DOJ under Barr himself is not this white knight that we all maybe, unless he came to Jesus one day, but he has a lot of ties to a lot of people, and I don't know why Trump put him in there. That's one of my criticisms of Trump. Not only that, and then the Bolton appointment, along with Pompeo when he headed the CIA, and then now he's the head of the State Department, which are pretty much, in my opinion, two wings of the same bird. I mean, they're doing a lot of destabilization operations and intel gathering and whatnot. And then you look at what's going on with the Chinese relations, which we saw this coming. With all this virus stuff. And we knew that the Chinese espionage machine was operating through various networks, whether it be through their business dealings or like an app like TikTok, or through their embassies and consulates and stuff within the U.S. So, I mean, the only thing I say is I always find it fishy when the media starts talking about like they're burning stuff. It's like, well, of course they're burning stuff. That's not something out of the ordinary if a country is almost like in a hostile way saying you need to get out of here. Like if the U.S. probably doing the same thing, only most of the stuff is probably a digital medium. So why would you even burn it? Maybe you burn the thumbnail drives or whatever, because anything that goes to and from out of that thing is going to get picked up by the host nation. So I don't understand what the burning is exactly. I mean, of course, there's sensitive documents. Who knows? I'm sure that there is some intel. I'm sure they're gathering stuff. They're probably hacking. There's probably hacking operations. We already know the Chinese kind of do this stuff, but so does everybody else. We do it. Probably the biggest purveyors of it, which is, well, in certain instances, sometimes you look at it and you're like, how incompetent can we possibly be? But anyway, those are things that if it was me, I'm just saying, hey, you need to pay attention to this stuff. It's kind of interesting. What I like to, get down to the problems, socioeconomic problems or whatever. So right now, I think they're going through another stimulus bill. Stimulus infinity, QE infinity. I think the Fed is, if they haven't already, they are going to start buying the market if we see any kind of weakness in it. It looks like they're already buying a lot of other assets they're normally not supposed to, but they do it through other mechanisms. Now, through the primary dealers, which, those dealers are shareholders within the Fed. They're the ones that really control these branches of the Federal Reserve. And so there's always been contention on whether, it's some grand conspiracy or just a level of incompetence that permeates itself, which I could go either way where it goes to the same end, but sometimes I lean towards the conspiracy. There's like a few people that kind of know what's going on, and they're kind of pushing it that way. And other times I'm just like, this is just the nature of incompetency, even in people of high regard or with supposable intellectual capabilities. It's absolutely incredible. Either way, we can unite with those, with either side of that view. But if we look at the markets, I don't even hardly pay attention to them anymore because it seems like it's. Now we're in just a Looney Tune land. You got so much money getting put out there, it goes somewhere, so people just throw it in. They're just throwing it in the market. You got people, I think average investors doing that. But what is interesting is because usually there's a lot of manipulation in the precious metal market. So you wonder, because we've seen a kind of a breakout, it's not, I wouldn't say that's not the breakout that we're kind of looking for. And that's in relationship to the dollar, so who really cares? But at the same time, it's kind of like it's one ratio. Because that's where it is. It's the dollar gold ratio, or you look at these different ratios because gold is money and dollars is the currency. So we're looking at gold going over, it popped over 1,900 an ounce. And then I haven't really checked the other currencies, what it is relation to, but that's a significant level for a dollar gold ratio, going over 1,900. We'll see what happens, but it's bound to go blast through there and just go, God only knows where, to the sky. Same with silver. Silver popped over 22. We've seen that before. I've been buying silver. I'm not a rich person, so I just buy a little silver and I buy a little gold. Buy a little silver under $20. I always thought that was a steal. And it might not ever see $20 for a long time. So I think it might be going. I hope it goes. See, even though I know it's going up, if it goes down, it's like people. Oh, I told you, I don't care. I want it to go down because I still want to buy more. Because I know the value of this stuff. I know the value of gold and silver, those hard assets. I know the value of assets. I know what they are. So I want that stuff to go down because I understand the economy and understand where we're headed one way or the other. I think we're on the latter portion of this republic, whatever's left of it's collapsing into God knows what. But I actually wanted to go down. But I don't know if we'll get another chance at those levels. You still got, again, you see, it's like people text me just in a random, never get a text all day until I turn this on and try to do something. But anyway, where's that? Oh yeah. So just have a greater understanding of what's going on, and then when the prices go down, or in relation, because you're using dollars, so hey man, that gives you an opportunity. I don't know if we'll have an opportunity like we had earlier in the year, but you still got time. You still get in there. In fact, I just bought some gold at 18 something. I was like, I'll just throw another quarter ounce, whatever. Because that's how I do it. I just buy it in increments, and then I have some gold stocks. My gold stocks I sold a call against one of them, let's say, and I was like, this is so far out, and I only do it within a month. I actually accidentally did it 2 months. I never do that because you want to, when you're selling calls or whatever, you kind of want that time decay on your side. But I sold it 2 months. I was like, no worry. It won't get, I know it's going to go up, but I don't think it'll get there to call me out of that, and I have to get rid of whatever it is. But it's almost there. It's shot, these things have shot up in certain ones. So hopefully it doesn't, because I kind of want to hold on to it, and maybe I wish we'd get a pullback so I can get into more. I'd hate to go into the run and not be able to back the truck up and put some more in, But anyway, it's very interesting times. I look at that. We're beyond the point of saving this place, where we're $26 trillion of debt. And then if you look the real measure, you look at the Fed balance sheet, the M1, we look at the money supply metrics. I think the money supplies are spending like 25% so far this year. That's incredible. That is your actual inflation rate. Now, does that filter down into the economy yet? We don't know. See, when you're taught in school, this is crazy, is that inflation is the rise of all prices. Well, no, inflation is a monetary phenomenon, so it's the printing of money. Now, you have a general rise in prices typically, but we don't know. It's like a sloshing water. That excess money goes to different places. It'll cause bubbles here. It'll pop over here. You'll have what you'd call prices lowering over here, prices rising over here, because that money's like sloshing around. It's not, and then you have a general rise. It's not everything goes up at once, and that's the way the media's kind of over the years have manipulated that. It's like, we don't have any inflation. You have massive inflation, like we've never seen before in the history of this country. Maybe the continental dollar or something, but it's absolutely incredible. Now, will that filter down? We'll see. We're at 0% interest rates. I don't even know. We've been in such a low interest rate that the damage is irreconcilable. So we'll see what the loan. If people are incentivized to take out loans, what are you going to do with 0% interest rates? That's there. I think 20% of the companies out there now are zombie. Like, they're literally financing themselves off the debt with other debt. It's craziness. So I just say, like I've said before, prepare yourself. If it was me, I'd get a trade or production. That's the only way we can offset a lot of this stuff, even though they're going to put us in oblivion. Get what you can, get hard assets, get assets. And that's even in businesses that will do well even through these times, that provide a service that'll better people's lives, and also they'll better your life as well. And then hard assets. And if you are saving, that's what I do, because I don't save in the dollars. Those dollars I'm utilizing those because they're the value. They're printing so many of them. Might as well use. So I save in the gold and silver. So people are like, well, the gold and I save, and I don't care what it does. I know it's going to maintain some kind of value. I mean, they're not like, unless they find a meteor that comes down with like whatever a size of Texas worth of gold. I mean, gold's gonna have some value, and it has for forever. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I've overrun my time. I had some specific topics, and it just kind of went off on it. But I'll just keep this more regular next time. Anyway, peace out. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this, but I think the algorithms, it's tough to beat that. And then also, haven't really taken this serious until recently, so it's just starting. Anyway, peace out.